Burkina Faso. Captain Ibrahim Traore is at it again. And this time around, people are saying he has done something that the government of Ghana, we are expecting him to do. And for years, through the former president, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo's administration, we didn't see it. And we are expecting that the incumbent, which is President John Dramani Mahama's administration, would grant Ghanaians their heart desire. Now, what has Captain Ibrahim Traore done this time around? So when you go to Burkina Faso, a new law, a new policy has been passed by the parliament of Burkina Faso. And as I talk to you now, no homosexuality is going to be condoned in the country Burkina Faso. If you try, then just remember that you are going to serve a jail sentence between the years of 2 to 5 years imprisonment. So as it stands now, homosexuality has been banned in the country Burkina Faso. And a lot of Ghanaians have reacted to it and they are saying that, where is Sam George? You promised us that when NDC comes to power, we are going to see a swift change. NDC is going to pass this bill that Ghanaians have always wanted, that is the anti-LGBTQ plus bill to a law. But it looks like Burkina Faso has taken the lead and then they've banned LGBTQ plus in their country. Captain Ibrahim Traore has done it again. Now this is a new development, and
it's a development, but then it's not new to us. The question is, what do the people want? And I think NDC have a promise on their back. The promise on their back is to make sure, say, at the end of the day, they actually take the lead and execute the promise of their own promise and not the promise of the people. Recall, during the previous administration, they were always hammering ex-President Akufo-Addo for actually allowing certain things to be stipulated in the books of our children, those in the primary and then the junior high schools, the sexual education, the sexual health, and also you telling the children that if you feel like you're a male, you feel like you're not a male, you're a female, you are right. You can also be a human being and live. Lesbian, gays, there are people like that. They are not defects. They are not errors. They are actual human beings, and you are not alone. So Sam George actually rose up against these things and realized that it became a huge national discourse. I remember before President Mahama swearing in, Sam George swore that if President John Dramani Mahama doesn't implement the anti-LGBT law, God will deal with him. You remember?
Yeah.
He said it. Today, all of a sudden, the man is all about digitalization, DSTV. The same effort he's fighting. The effort is using in fighting DSTV for them to bring their...
to fight LGBT.
Now they have to test majority. They don't even need MPP to pass it.
But it's a problem.
They don't even need MPP to pass it.
But it's a problem.
So this is exactly what is really going on. So I think if there's any passage, now is the good time, because Trump is in power and Trump is not going to sanction your country because at the end of the day you stood up. He will even gives you a thumb up. And even if you look at the UK, Keir Starmer is taking the roots of Donald Trump. Because yesterday they announced that they will officially be revoking the visas of students or African students who have overstayed there. They started deporting many Nigerians, and they started tightening their visa and also giving tight visa restrictions to their country or to immigrants coming into their country. And Canada too is on the same path. So the whole country is basically going in line with what the US is doing. And Russia and China, these countries are communist countries. Russia, China, North Korea, communist countries. Yesterday you saw all of them together at the parade in Beijing. So they have strict, in Russia, LGBT is banned. You'll be jailed one time. Do you get what I'm saying? The same thing for China. They have strict laws which doesn't allow LGBT to be safely practiced. For North Korea, your head is on the
Qatar.
Do you get what I'm saying? So this government have nothing to lose if they pass these laws. But then we should also be careful that these are humans. See, at every point in someone's life, you meet someone or a male who possesses or have these kind of feminine traits. You saw some in primary, right? There was one person who is a
That
male.
acts so
That's
feminine.
feminine trait. When I was in, I think primary, there was this guy. He had this soft nyash when
And
he's
in
speaking.
Ghana, usually we tag them as
Kojo
Kojo
Besia.
Besia.
He was always with the girls. They were playing ampe. Do you get what
The
I'm saying?
mannerism, the body
Exactly.
gestures, and
Then I
all.
went to GHS and I met another one
You
too.
went to SS and it was flooding.
SHS to the same thing. When they are talking, they are doing their hands. They are always with the girls. The girls seem to be comfortable around these kind of guys.
Yeah.
They know what's up. Hey sister, how can you? University too. We met it. Even during our working days now, we work with some people.
The whole idea
is
is they transcend from their childhood to
exactly.
and then they keep
so
going.
These are different people at various points in life. There are some naturally who don't feel comfortable with women. So some people will choose to be celibate. Others too will choose to do whatever they want to. See, we can't stop this thing in its entirety. What someone does in his or her bedroom, we are not there.
Yeah, in your closet is better. I think this law is just banned
in your closet. We will not promote saying your closet is better. That is between you and your God. But what we are trying here to say is that we need to actually make the law in such a way that we don't execute them.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying? We need to respect them. That hey, this thing is banned. But when we there are some videos on social media, we see two men engaging in these acts, and some of them are beaten to death. We see two women engage in these kind of acts, and some of them are assassinated.
We crucify them.
Do you get what I'm saying? What I'm trying here to say is that in as much as it's a law, every country and their law, if it's prohibited in a particular country, we need to take them through the process. Reformation, we imprison them, we give them a fine, caution. These are things that can be done. But then if you go to the harshest form, like what Ibrahim Traore is, Ibrahim Traore's punishment may not be so harsh, okay, as compared to others, but then they need to be taken through the system. If it is 5 years, 5 years. They need to be given a due process, a due hearing. Do you know what I'm saying? So all these things needs to be implemented. But then if you make it basically like a pariah state, where if you catch them, you kill them, you I don't think that is right.
Okay.
No one has any authority to kill someone for engaging in homosexuality. There are some men in this country, when they are sleeping with their wives, they use the back door. We don't say it because it's a woman. It is happening. When you hear, when they are having these kind of relationship convos, there's one with Miss Nancy and stuff. A guy comes and say that I've been having intercourse with my wife through the back door, and for 10 years now I've not been able to stop. Do you get what I'm saying? And my wife too. Some people say they want to stop, but their wives like it so much. They are now so much fascinated. Also, yeah, we Trumu Trumu. As I said, but these people will act as if they are saints. If he's not using the right channel, he's using the back door, still it be Trumu Trumu. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So that is it.
So that is Captain Ibrahim Traore from Burkina Faso banning LGBTQ plus in the country. And as it stands now, the sanction is between 2 to 5 years imprisonment. Let us know your thoughts and opinion on this issue.